This is Nara, Gang, and Pear, and then we are here to recommend the Twin City in Motion to how to drive revenue and volunteer. So we are here to answer an important question of how can we encourage people to register and volunteer for Twin City Motion marathons. This is our executive summary, and then we have two parts. First, how to drive registration, and second, how to drive participation in volunteer. We recommend the TCM to focus on Facebook marketing and then focus on the pricing strategy, and also to focus on the female audience age 39 to 41 and use the discount code to boost the volunteer participation. This is our dashboard one, and then this is our approach to the data exploration. So we focus on the question of how can we encourage people to register to TCM, and who are our main target group, and then how is our current marketing strategy. And then for the pricing strategy, how can we drive revenue through pricing strategy? And how does higher price change affect the purchases? To do this analysis, we combine all challenge series data because we are interested in insight for all purchase data, not just specific series. We use the bar graph of age distribution and how registered people heard about TCM. We use the timeline graph of quantity purchased too. Through the bar graph, we got an insight that TCM has a significant scope to target age group of 35 to 45 through Facebook marketing. As you can see in the first bar graph, the largest demographic is age of 30 to 49. And we have a research showing that 40% of this age group use social media, especially Facebook, as a news source. But as you can see on the second visuals, the current Facebook presence of TCM is pretty low, and then we can conclude that there is a big room of improvement to increase on the Facebook marketing. So we recommend TCM to promote the race on Facebook marketing, first through the TCM Facebook page to post news and high quality content regular basis. And second, to also promote on the other Facebook groups to reach like-minded individuals who might be interested in the race. Also, we recommend TCM to utilize the photo marketing on Facebook. TCM can offer our race pictures to the participant for free and encourage to share them on SNS. And we can utilize a tool called Picture to Go. How this works is when photographer take pictures of the runners, the barcode on the racer's name tag will automatically detect it and categorize. And later the racers can search their code into their website and share that on the Facebook. We expect this will encourage the public to see how the race is and then promote the participation to the public. Also, for our second part, we analyze our price purchase data, and then we got an insight that customers are sensitive to our price change. This is the data on 2016, the purchase quantity by timeline. As you can see on the red highlighted part, the quantity of purchase peaked on the date the registration start, and also on the date the price changed. So we can conclude that the high sensitive to the price change, and then we can increase the sale by increase the sense of urgency. So we recommend TCM to increase the price block to 3 instead of 2. So this is the example. We can offer a $30 discount on the tire 1 and $20 discount on tire 2, and then flat rate on tire 3. By making the early bird price look good, and it will create a sense of urgency for customers to buy it early, and TCM can benefit by gauge the interest early. And also we recommend the TCM to change the schedule pricing to block pricing. Schedule pricing change the price of the race automatically on the certain date. However, block pricing changes the price as the ticket sold out. So as you can see on the highlighted part, we can do the tire 1 up until the 20% of the seat is filled, and then tire 2 up until 60% of the seat is filled. We expect the ongoing increase of urgency through this change of the strategy.
So moving on to the volunteer participant driver dashboard. So apart from the revenue and registration dashboard, volunteers also another important factors in TCM operations, as we are a nonprofit and need volunteer as a star. So we want to know who is our potential volunteers, and so where and how to find them. So before diving into the first visualization, the method that we use to classify the potential volunteer out of the non-potential volunteer is that we filter out those who answer, yes, I'm interested to be a volunteer in the registration form, and that give us the information of the potential volunteer. So for the first visualization, we want to know the age and gender of the potential volunteer. We can see here that female is more likely to be interested to be a volunteer. As you can see in the visualization that the dark blue box is much larger than the light blue. And the average age is also around 39 to 41. And we also see that the potential volunteer are likely to have around 0 to 1 dependents. We also look into the occupation and education of the potential volunteer, and we identify that the top 5 occupation field is health, administrative, finance, education, and engineering. We also see a high number of potential volunteer answering other, and also the potential volunteers' highest education is most likely to be undergraduate, as you can see the dark blue shown here, and also the postgraduate degrees. We also filter our occupation and education by gender, as we see that female is more likely to be interested. We see that the top 5 occupation field for female, which is the first table here, is health, education, administrative, finance, and marketing respectively. However, for male, it is finance, engineering, administrative, software, and sales. So we think it's interesting to see that female highest occupation is health compared to male, which is finance. We also want to see how did these potential volunteer hear about TCM. So through this bar graph, we see that approximately 60% of the potential volunteer hear TCM through website or email. And another 3 channel is friend and family, and Facebook, Twitter, and other social media. We also see that interestingly, ad doesn't perform well as it's the last place here in the bar graph. So we might need to have more information on what type of ad is that. Is it offline or online? And lastly, our last visualization is where does this potential volunteer live? So here we use the symbol map and map the location by zip code. And we identify the top 5 area based on the zip code. First one is Osseo, St. Louis Park, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Dakota County. So I can show you a little bit on the dashboard. So here is our volunteer dashboard. And we also add the global filter function. So if the viewer want to see a specific event and might want to find like a volunteer for a specific bundle, they can also filter out here as well. And they can also click on the specific zip code. For example, if they click on the St. Louis Park right here, the information on other visualization will get filtered as well. So this will give the viewer helpful information on the specific information on people who live in this specific zip code. So back to the recommendation. We recommend that TCM target female audience age 39 to 41 using email lists and search engine marketing. So as we know that a lot of potential volunteers use email as their marketing channel. So we might send more email more frequently. And we can also use Google Ads to target female audience age 39 to 41 so that the TCM website will pop up as the first website when they search a specific keyword like race or 5K, for example. And this will eventually help us advertise to the right group of people. We can also drive our volunteer participation and also drive our organic engagement since there will be more people visiting our website. Our second recommendation is using referral code or discount code, and this will eventually boost our registration and also volunteer participation. So here is the demo of how this system will work. So if people register to be a volunteer, TCM can give them a discount code. So if in the future this volunteer want to register for a bundle, they will get an additional discount from that. They can also refer their friend to be a volunteer as well, and their friend can use their referral code to get to be a volunteer, and then the people who refer the friend will get another discount code because they refer more volunteer to TCM, and their friend can also get a discount code because they are a volunteer for TCM. So this will go into a circular motion. We can engage more people and we can also give benefits to our customer as well. This will eventually increase more registration and drive more revenue to TCM. And we can also get more volunteers due to this referral system as well. So here's all our recommendations. And for more detail, please refer to the appendix or look at our Tableau dashboard for more information. Thank you.